Hello, Terry Sador here, and as promised, I am going to show you how I produced my song Bleed Me Slow. Right now you see on the screen, this is the DAW I use, it's Cubase 15, if anyone's interested. And I have a number of tracks. As you can see, each one of these colors is a track. Well, actually, some of the colors are the same, but each one of these rows is a track. And how it all starts out is I'm usually sitting down with my guitar and I'm singing and just sort of producing, making up songs. I'll do chord progressions, write down words that I think work with the song until I'm finally done with my song. Once I have my song done, I have an idea of what the tempo is. And easy way to do that is you can use a metronome. It's built into this, and you can listen to the metronome, try and get the beat. And for this particular song, Bleed Me Slow, the tempo is 64, which is 64 beats per minute. So that's the first thing I get down. Now, once that's all established, the first thing I do is I'll record the first track, which is the guitar. And I'll play that real quickly, and you'll see what it sounds like. So that's just me and my acoustic guitar, just doing each chord and that chord progression that I put together to when I wrote the song. From there, the next thing I do is I will usually pick a drum beat. There's kits in this particular DAW, so I'll have a drum beat that suits. I don't have a drummer. I don't have a band. It's just me right now. Who knows? Maybe in the future that may change. But I enjoy producing music and writing music and singing, and so this is the best way I can do it right now, so that I have a full, complete produced song. And so this particular drum kit sounds like this. And that's the verse. You can see I have the verses laid out. The chorus is a little bit different. And then, of course, the bridge, which I'll go to real quickly. The bridge is a bit of a different beat. You'll hear that in the song. Sounds like that. So once I establish the drums and the guitar, I will then sing my song. And it's usually just the guitar, and here we go. I have my lead vocals, which is here. So these tracks are already done. I will record my lead vocals from there. So I will play those three, and this is what it sounds like. Whoa, whoa, oh. So from there, the next thing I do is I put in a couple more instruments. So for this particular song, I picked a synthesizer, a particular sound. There's different types of synthesizers you can put in there with the same chord progression throughout the song. So that sounds, if I isolate that, it sounds like this. And you'll hear it in the song too. It's not overbearing. It's just gives a nice ambient sound overall to the song, because it's a pretty song, emotional song. From there, I add bass, which is really the same thing, chords, but it's the lowest note in the chord. And so if I isolate that, you'll hear it. That's it. It's just bass, different notes that match the song. Now, from there, what I'll do is, sometimes in this particular, I can't remember which one I did first. Sometimes I'll do the backup vocals right after I do the lead, before I add in these other instruments. And you'll see I have a left and a right. Now, I do that on purpose. I'll do one track, I'll record it, and then I will copy it, and then I will change the level to the left on one and to the right on the other, and I'll offset it a bit to give this nice stereo sound. And because it's a backup voice, it really sounds pretty as backup, and I can show you that. I'll turn everything off. I'll just have the backup. So if I play that, I should probably change the color of the backup so you can recognize it a bit better. There, I'll make it this dark blue. There we go. So there we go. So that's the backup vocals. And so when I'm playing it, you'll hear, it sounds like this. Lead me slow, don't rip my heart out all at once. Don't leave me cold when the nights So this is another track. It's just another backup track that I'll sing to my lead vocal track. And then I think, I don't know, just like I said, I can't remember if I did the instruments, these two instruments first or last. I'm not sure. But by this point, I have, if I start back here, at this point, I'll have my drums, my lead guitar. I call this lead guitar. Sorry, I should say rhythm guitar is what I did. That strum that I do. The lead guitar is just this lead part in the beginning and then in the instrumental. I'll get to that. My bass, my synth, and I'll leave the lead guitar out for now. But this is what it sounds.
You don't raise your voice, you don't slam the door. You just look at me like you want me no more. Every word lands up, but it cuts mid.
And that's pretty well the whole song. And then when you get to the, I did the same thing here, left, right, to give that nice aura sound, that aura stereo sound for the lead guitar in the instrumental. It's also the beginning in the intro. I have it's a different picking I did in the intro, but the picking I did for the instrumental, you can hear it. If I add that in. And that's one track I did again, and then I copied it, I did a left, right, and then I offset it by whatever, 10 to 40 milliseconds. So it gives it that beautiful stereo sound.
Did, but your mind's off.
And then I think that's about it. I do what I do when I'm done is I'll do if you go up here, you could do a audio mix down, and you have a choice of creating an MP3 or a WAV. Waves are pretty big files. Usually when I do my final take, when I'm satisfied with how I level everything, I will create a WAV file. But I usually do an MP3. The file's not as big. And I'll go and I'll listen to it on different speakers. I'll listen to my earbuds. I'll listen to these headphones. I'll go in my car and play it. I want to hear if the bass is too loud, if the synth is too loud, if my lead guitar is too loud, backup vocals are too loud. And the way I play with those is I have here it is, you could see it's a mixer. And the mixer, if I expand that, you could see it has every single track in here that I can play with the volume. I can add amps or different effects to the sounds. Just because, it depends on the type of music. You want to maybe have a little bit of delay, a little bit of reverb, just to give it that nice sound. And it depends on the instrument, whether I put it stereo or mono, I can decide that. But overall, that's where I play with it to give it that right sound, listen to it, go back, play with it a bit until I reach the final goal, which is this. So.
You just look at me like you want me no more. Every word lands up, but it cuts me deep. Like a promise you don't even try to keep. You don't run away, you try to drift on by. Let the space between us do the goodbye. You take your time, yeah, you take control. If you're gonna hurt me, bleed me slow. Don't rip my heart out all at once. Don't leave me cold when the night's still young. If you're gonna go, let me know, baby. Don't rush it, bleed me slow. Let it linger, let it ache. Let me learn how much I can take. If this love's gotta let me go, don't cut me deep, bleed me slow.
And that's it. That's all I got for this song. I am on Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music. You'll hear this song. I only have a couple of songs that I actually uploaded to those particular sites. I have lots of songs that I've done. I'm just doing one at a time. I'll eventually have a complete set of songs. I don't know how many, as I'm also creating and producing more songs of the type of genre that I like, which is sort of a mix, so it's kind of hard to tell what particular genre it is. We call it indie music, I guess. Anyway, thanks for listening. And if you have any questions, please reach out. Thank you so much.
Don't rip my heart out